champ!
Who's the boss?
Good to get out to the Aussie. Right as rain. Let's find some Nazis, man.
Oh, I'm such a dumbass. Oh my god, how long was I recording without the microphone? No! Oh god, I'm such a dumbass.
He was apologizing for confusing me from the raid.
Right? So, I'm not gonna bother to stop recording and do it again. Nope. Just gonna keep going. So I tend to have my mic muted whenever I do multiplayer games, like online games, because I don't want people to hear me. What was I playing earlier though? Or I think I was about to start playing a game, but I just didn't. But I preemptively turned off my mic. Excuse me. Probably gonna get down. Don't even know what happened there. So I must have. An online game? I honestly can't remember. Because lately I've been kind of having trouble, like, deciding on games and stuff. I'm just getting to a point where I don't have all the time in the world to keep playing video games. Luckily for me, at this point, I do have a couple days off of work. Because my job has changed slightly. I talked about this while it was muted, so, you know, no one heard it. But, it's whatever. I should went for that immediately. Yeah, I work at a pizza place, which in the time of the coronavirus is actually, you know, a good job to have because of steady work. You know, everyone needs to eat, and it's good to have just like we and people understandably know, like, think about the risk of, like, well, what if they come in contact to, like, people with the coronavirus? It's like, we drivers, like, delivering pizzas and stuff and making the pizzas, we sanitize the shit out of it, like, everything, like, or we're supposed to, and we do. I mean, to be honest, we don't probably as much as we should. We still do it a lot, but the company, like, wants it to be, like, every time you do something, sanitize. Which is a little ridiculous sometimes, but we try our best because sometimes we're just so slammed busy that we can't sanitize like every time as they want us to. But I think that's also like an understandable thing. We do sanitize enough that I think I don't think anyone's gonna be getting sick from us, you know. What just happened?
Motherfuckers got me, Jess.
What just happened?
Need a bit of help over here.
Was there a secondary explosion?
You're a badass, Jess. You got it.
Ooh, collectible. Yeah, I'm trying to 100% the game, so any collectible I find is great. I collected quite a few without the perk that lets me see them on the map. What the fuck was I talking about? Right. Oh! Well, I came to my job, like, delivering pizzas, like, we wash our hands constantly, we sanitize the surfaces, we of course make the pizzas on, or any food. Sanitize the bags that we carry the pizzas in. You know, it's a whole process. But now that I'm doing, I was just an insider for a while, just making pizzas. But finally, I was able to get a car, and they got me delivering pizzas now, which I like so much better. And I make okay tips. Although it took a while apparently, for people to realize they should be tipping, like I don't want to say, like, we deserve, like, $20 tips every time, because that'd be, like, unrealistic or something like that. But I feel like if someone, especially during a time where we could easily get sick from it, like, we'll do our best to prevent you from getting sick, and we even have, like, ways of delivering to prevent the spread of the sickness, or any potential sickness, to, like, you know, distance ourselves from the customer, basically, when we deliver the pizza, where we, like, we have to, like, bring extra boxes and bags to layer up on the ground and then put the food on top of the pizza carrier, knock on the door, just walk away, so they can come out and get their food, so they don't risk getting anything from us, which I don't think anyone has anything at where we work, like any type of sickness, which is good. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? But yeah, like, so there's still some people out there, and it's not even a thing for the coronavirus. Like, this is more of a reason to tip, I guess, yeah, the coronavirus, because the potential of us getting infected, but at the same time, you should just be tipping anyway. Like, as an insider, I can make $8 an hour, which isn't really a lot, but I freaking hate it. Like, I'll do it if necessary, but to do it, like I can do it for a little bit and then, like, go deliver some pizzas, but, like, what I had, which was, like, 11 hours of working inside, it was just hell, man. To a point where I actually, like, was supposed to have, like, a 10-hour day, worked an hour, and had to go home for mental health reasons. Luckily, my boss is very understanding about it, thankfully. Like, he understood. That's actually, I think, probably what helped him finally get me to go driving, which he said he noticed immediately made me, was like, I was a lot happier. Anyway. But, like, even before that, my brother was, my older brother, we worked at the same place, and he, you know, was delivering pizzas way before me, and he talks about constantly how he'll deliver a pizza, and, like, as a driver, we make $3 an hour. Like, that's not a lot of money. So we really do rely on tips to cover that extra money we can't make, like, we don't earn. Like, we need that money. And he'll get the occasional, like, a decent tip. Like, I think an average decent tip is like $5. That's not much. And that's a good tip. I feel like that should be, like, the average amount. That should be, like, what's the word? The base amount, I guess? Like, I understand if you're, like, ordering, like, a $12 or something with a pizza and you don't want to drop $5 as a tip. You know, I understand that much. But normally the orders are well into, like, $30, $40. Sometimes $20, so I can understand, again, like, maybe like a $4 tip for a $20 order. But with the bigger ones, like, you expect, like, getting only a couple dollars. Also, I think should depend on distance, but of course they don't know how far they are. They don't look it up beforehand. But, you know, sometimes the delivery is, like, right around the corner, like less than half a mile away. So I get there in no time to deliver pizzas. But if it's like but I've gotten a few that are, like, a couple miles away, which isn't a long time to drive, but where I work, Leesburg, it's a pretty busy area. So sometimes traffic can get to a point, like, it's not too terrible, especially with less people on the road from, you know, the virus. But, you know, it can get to a point where it just takes me a while. You know, I'm not going to be able to do it in, like, it'll probably take me a good 10-15 minutes. Probably not even, actually. I feel like one did take me, like, way longer than I thought it was gonna. Oh shit, that reminds me. I'm probably gonna get in trouble when I get back to work. I didn't notice until I got home. One of the deliveries I made, they wanted a 2-liter of Pepsi, and so what I do with the food is I put it in my back seat because I think I can like have it flatter back there because I don't want it to like, oh look at that, another achievement. I don't want the pizza to like tumble, fall over, you know, get messed up and all that. So I try and keep it in good condition by putting it in the back seat. So I'll put the drinks back there as well, normally on the floor, because I want them to move as little as possible with sodas. So I'll try and keep it like, I have, I think, a jacket I just keep back there? Something cloth-like I know I keep back there. And a backpack. The backpack I keep the receipts in, but I also kind of like have it propped up in a way that like I can kind of pin the sodas between whatever the cloth jacket, shirt, whatever it is in there. I can pin it between that and the jacket, or that and the backpack, so it doesn't move around as much. But it's where I can just, you know, lean back in my chair and reach it. But I noticed yesterday, the order was included a 2-liter of Pepsi, and I got home from work last night, or not last night, was it last night? I think it actually was last night. I got home from work, and decided to do like some cleaning out of my car because I hadn't cleaned it out like in a little bit. It was getting a little dirty. And I noticed I had completely forgot to give him the Pepsi. Pepsi was just sitting there in my back seat. So I don't know what to do with it now. I think I'm just gonna take it back. Well, it's not open, so I think we can still use it. I mean, that's probably not a good. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be saying all this. I feel bad though. Like when it comes to how I operate, you know, like. I don't mind if I get in trouble, really. Like, I don't like being in trouble, but I don't mind if it can't be helped. Like, that was my mistake. I accidentally forgot the drink. So I will take take responsibility, like I should. But I feel bad because I didn't complete the order, you know, like. These people wanted pizzas and a drink, and I just completely forgot the drink. And, you know, whenever I order pizza and I want a drink, you understand where it's like soda can get you thirsty, man. Like, you want that drink. So I felt bad I feel bad if I can't, you know, I can't do what's expected or give them what they want kind of thing, you know? I don't like disappointing people, basically. Anyway, sorry. What am I doing? Oh, the lobby. Wait, is that, like, at the top? Go to the office overlooking the lobby.
Heading to your position now, so.
Oh, wait, it's down. Through the elevator. Yeah, I forgot I was looking for shit. So I should have probably stopped moving and looked at the mission. I was also trying to get to that stuff right there, the collectibles on the right on my minimap, but I don't know how to get there. I think that might be lower in the facility, and I don't know if I can access it yet. I might have to do a mission first. Oh, I'll try and find a way. Found it. So upstairs. Wow. Really did make. Alright, number 6. Go to the memorial bar outside of the catacombs. Oh, One thing about this game that's kind of weird is the sprint. I'm pretty sure I have it on toggle. Oh, the difficulty's only on normal? I thought it was, I'm gonna have to play the game again on harder, though. I'm sure that's an achievement. But that's not yet. Aim assist. Oh. Took me a second to like, what the fuck is... Okay, so sprinting... There's no toggle to sprint. Okay, that's why. So it's probably press. So it's probably press and hold to sprint, which I do not like.
Hold on. I'm on my way in and out.
Like, sometimes it works that way, sometimes it's toggle. Yeah, and by toggle, I mean like... I know it stops as soon as you stop the joystick. A toggle, I mean like, I press it down and I sprint, and I keep sprinting until I stop. But sometimes, I'll press it down and just stop sprinting. Like, I'll... Blah, 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 and just... Like that. Like, I didn't let go of the thumbstick, I just stopped sprinting. I don't like that. Alright, now we gotta go somewhere. There's something about the bar, so... Why am I going that way? I can just jump through the hole and see them.
Howdy.
Howdy. Climb up the damn thing. Jesus. Ah. How many more do I... How many more are there? There are 20 in total, and I'm on... Okay, so I have 6 of them so far. It's gonna be a while, but whatever. I need to unsubscribe to this. I'm going on YouTube, like looking through my stuff, and there's things I see in my subscription feed that I just do not want to watch. It's like it was a channel of the guy who made the animator versus animation things, those viral things that I freaking love. I did not know that he made a whole series off of it until recently. So I went on like a binge of watching all of them and then subscribed to his channels. One of them was Animator versus Games, which, you know, is a gaming channel. I don't know why I subscribed to that though, because I don't like many gaming channels. Like, if one person, if they're known for just gaming, then I'll like their, you know, I'll like their gaming content more than if it's just like, I mean, I feel like his main thing is animating, so, you know, video games are just not as entertaining with them, I guess. I mean, I'm sure it's entertaining for them. It's just a personal thing for me. I just personally don't find certain people entertaining with video games.
Lights on.
I'm not synonymous with anything, so I'm probably boring to everyone. I've been told I have a good sense of humor, though. I can be pretty funny. I think sometimes I can. Recently, though, somewhat recently, anyway, I had kind of like a self-confidence hit kind of thing. So one of my types of humor is self-degradation, because a lot of people are like that. It's more relatable when people talk down on themselves, talking about their own shortcomings. Because the thing where it's like we realize a shortcoming, but I'm not afraid to like laugh about it, kind of thing. I'm not afraid to poke fun at myself, you know. So I made like a passing joke to my older brother and his best friend, and my sister, who I look up to all of them in a way. Like my older brother, his friend, and my younger sister. She's like only a couple years younger than me, but I look up to him in some senses because I feel like, and it's probably just like an issue with me. I feel like everyone's better than me, you know? And I mean, I mind, but it's not like I resent them for it. But I always want to try and, like, become a better person to impress them. You know, I want them to be like, I'm proud to be this guy's brother, you know? I'm proud to be related to him. So I made just a, you know, passing joke that's about, like, how I'm not funny. After, like, saying a few more jokes. And then just, like, no response. But then I was, like, curious. It's like, hey, do you guys actually, like, think I'm funny? And I'm just like, nah. It's like I mean, they were just straight up about it, too. Which really was what hurt. They weren't just like, oh, your humor is just not my type of humor. It's just, we don't think you're funny. Yeah, that shit just hurt, man. I just had to laugh it off, which is really hard for me. It's like I can laugh at myself, but when it's something like that where it's like I feel like one of my only traits is my humor. The only good trait is my sense of humor, and then it's like, oh yeah, you're not even that funny. It's like I just have to be like, okay, I guess this doesn't bother me. Wait, where is this? Oh, in the lab. Yeah, it's a personal issue, though. I'll get over it. I got a lot of personal issues that I need to go over.
Okay, so
Real, let me sprint. I don't want to have to hold it down like this. It doesn't feel good to my thumb. Thought I'd tackle him. Didn't happen.
gonna take out this Nazi.
I like this game a lot. I think one of my favorite parts, which I'm sure I can either see a lot of people agreeing with it or heavily disagreeing, is the main characters. I don't know, just something about them makes them feel more real. The daughters. Like, they have interests, they're kind of awkward sometimes. You stop that. Mine wins.
Wait for me, Scope. I'm catching up.
but like one of the things that I remember thinking like, wow, that's kind of weird for the main character to do is the character I'm playing as actually. She's like a really weird laugh, but I feel like that makes it more real, honestly. That she's it's like a weird trait. Like some people just have it, some people don't. I feel like it gives them more personality though when they have something more strange as a not really a trait, I guess, like a quirk.
Why, thank you.
Can I open this? Open sesame. I don't know where I'm going.
Whoa, take a look at this.
Oh, here it is. Of course, I'm probably gonna have to fight past these people. I want to know who, like... Like, what do they do to, like, find all these people? They got a lot of people they can bring in. Like job hunting or some shit. I don't
All
know.
healed up. Let's go, sis.
Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I find it extremely weird how there are so many of them. I can understand, like, them recruiting some people along the way. Like, some people are just like, oh, just join the winning side. But they all have to be part of the Aryan race, right? Like, blonde hair, blue, green eyes, I think is what it is, right? I can't remember.
Rick, time for a stealthy approach.
I do remember apparently I could fall under that category, though. I don't think so as much now because my hair color's kind of changed. But it used to be pretty blonde, and I have hazel eyes, so they're kind of like blue-greenish. Yeah, my hair is more of kind of like, it's a dirty blonde, so... But as of recently, it's like, it's a lot more brown than it used to be. Like sometimes I'll just look, sometimes it'll look just, like when it gets wet, it looks completely brown. But there's like a tint of like blonde in there, if you look at it. You can't see it because I don't have the webcam on, but my hair, the hairstyle I'm rocking right now is a mohawk because my older brother and a friend of his from work, who is also one of the managers. He's a pretty cool dude. He and him both have mohawks themselves, and they just made like a passing comment of like, "Hey, when are you joining the Mohawk gang?" Like clearly as a joke. They both actually can wear them pretty well, so you know, that's one thing. I don't think I wear it well, but I decided to, you know, just to humor them, to make them laugh. I did it myself. I shaved my head and gave myself a mohawk. Which apparently I did a pretty good job of it. Doing like the back of my head and everything. It's not like super even, but for someone who, one, I have no cosmetology, barber training or whatever like that, and I couldn't see the back of my head, apparently I did a pretty good job. Shouldn't be too long though before it grows back to a length that's like better for me. And now, like, get the long part taken out. Or shaved up. Go to the lab X underground. Oh, I could have probably done that from there. I forget that the underground portions are actually also, like, they're not just, filler. They're, like, pretty much missions in themselves, like areas. Like, these are, like, overworlds, I guess, and, the underground areas, I just see them as more of a, well, like I said, filler. It just feels like, little hallways to try and, like, add time between going from this place to this place. No. Also a weird thing. Why I immediately lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was going to say. Excuse me. Did that really not see me? I need your boots, your hat and your boots. God, I just keep losing my train of thought. Like, that's a problem for me. I don't think I have, like, really bad ADHD, but I feel like I have enough to, like, warrant me having some type of medication that I just don't have. Because my brain goes pretty fast. A million miles an hour. That's why it makes it hard to sleep sometimes. Because your brain can't sleep if it's constantly going. What noise I just made. Pretty dope. Oops. Oh no. Oh, go! Damn it, go!
Badass and inspirational, yes.
Alright, where is it? Dicks. Oh my god. Got him. Hey, that's a really good idea. Everyone, crowd in this tiny ass hallway. So what if there were a grenade? Impossible. Oh shit, grenade! He just being like, impossible, makes me think of the robot from Teen Hunger Force. The movie, anyway. Ow. Don't morph into the fucking wall. Actually, not the movie. It was an episode before the movie. I don't know. Where it was like talking. It was like behind the scenes kind of thing. Okay, I should probably read the description on this one as well. Take up less time. In a dried sewer canal. Canal known as Canal.
Hold up. I'm on my way to you now.
Can't get over that. Can't get over that with Bennett Foddy. Fuck. I was thinking of getting that game just to try it out, but decided against it. I do not do well with rage games. Like I keep it pretty well in check, but I'm pretty sure I have some anger problems. I think that's a trait from my dad because he can get angry. Luckily, like him, I don't lash out at people really when I'm angry. Not physically. Like I can go off with words like he used to do, but he always like he was able to rein himself in though, so he wasn't like too bad with it. And I'm pretty good at biting my tongue. Sometimes I'll just say something, which ends up making it worse because since I'm actively trying to not say anything while I'm too angry to stop myself from saying something, I'll kind of just say something stupid just while I'm angry, which makes me more angry because like I could have said anything and what I said was that. But yeah, like with rage games, I just don't do well. I get super angry. Like recently, and I need to go back to it. I decided to replay the new Colossus, or yeah, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. I decided I want to try it on the second highest difficulty, because the highest one you only get one life, and I've tried that a couple times, but just the fact, like that it takes. Like, one, I'm not good enough to get even out of the fucking submarine, long-ass game. But, the fact that it takes, like, 9 minutes of cutscene before the game even starts is just, like, insane to me. Wait, is it like... Okay, it's like that. So, it's over... Oh, it's right there.
Got it.
Is it 9 minutes? I can't remember. It's an insanely long, like the intro cutscene is like way too long. So after like dying after only like playing for like 20 minutes, and you just gotta sit through that again, it's just like, yeah, no. So I decided to do the second highest difficulty where it's just fucking hard, but you get unlimited tries. And there's one part of the game that I knew was gonna suck. Like, everything else, like, had sucked, and there were a few things that got me angry, and, like, I got stuck in, but I was able to get past ultimately. But there was one part that I just knew. I knew immediately going into the game, I better prepare because this part is going to be the most difficult in the entire game, and I was right. I haven't completed it yet, but I know based on, like, every other mission, which I can't remember all the last ones, but I'm fairly certain they're nothing like there's a courtroom mission. Because that train station storage, that mission, like, is super freaking hard on higher difficulties. It was. I remember it being pretty difficult on easier difficulties, actually, because you're in, like, it's a wide open area, but there's very little cover, and all the materials, like ammunition and weaponry, like, you start with nothing. Actually, you might start with, like, a pistol, I don't know, but you have essentially, like, nothing. You have to quickly run around and grab everything you need before you can hold off the endless wave of soldiers and super soldiers, which is just really friggin' tough. But, like, you have no weapons, you quickly have to go grab stuff. And there's enemies there right at the beginning, too. So it makes it very difficult because it's off the bat, you can die, like, in seconds. And that happened so many times with me, where I started, I loaded up, and then just, like, a couple seconds later, dead. And then I have to wait for it to load up again. I think I was stuck on that mission for probably 2 hours, at least. Like, I was there for a while, I remember. I'm proud of myself that I got through it. And I'm also proud of myself that I, like, was smart enough to take a break. Because I'm stubborn, so sometimes when playing a game, if things are not going my way, rather than take a step back to try and chill out, I'll keep trying and trying and trying and getting angrier and angrier, which doesn't help. But at that point, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pause, take a break, take a breather, go get some food or something, get a soda, something to just kind of, like, chill me out. Which, worked amazingly. Like, it was something I should have, at that point, done earlier, but also just do it more often. I have a weird thing when it comes to perseverance. Because I'm definitely not the most, like...
Cool.
I don't persevere as much as I should. I like, get strangely stubborn about things that aren't as important. And then I'm, like, not stubborn about things that I probably should be stubborn about. Can't give a good example. I mean, probably the best example is just video games in general. I'm stubborn when it comes to, like, playing video games. It's like, this isn't worth the headache kind of thing, But I'll just keep doing it anyway. I hate these lights. Can't destroy them. I'm gonna talk about something else now. First up, I gotta find out. Oh no. What is that? Oh! Wait. I might know what that is. So I might have a thing on my gun. Let's see, where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, secondary bomblets. Yeah, no, fuck that. So, like, with most weapons, I just do the bottom one because it gives it, like, a bonus damage upgrade. but that cluster thing must be what's like, or it's totally what's like downing me sometimes. Because I'll do the, I guess I just didn't realize I had it on, so like the explosion goes off, and then a secondary explosion because I run in like immediately. Train station, storage room, Riverside area. Like, I'm in the right area. Right? It's not pointing me to go anywhere. So Sophie, for some reason, is way over there. Or no, I'm Sophie. She's Jess. I have the box somewhere here.
We're going inside now?
Alright, halfway there. There's one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just go to the catacombs. Don't you forget about me.
Hiya.
I'm not looking at stuff on my phone. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if Abby has anything that I want to accept. Robots, nah. What? Oh! I didn't... Okay. Oh, this is how I do them. Okay. Oh, so probably... Okay. Well, if I'm gonna... I just accepted that, so I might as well go ahead. Let's do this one. Weer nog folter.
Remember, girls, you are the daughters of the man who killed Adolf fucking Hitler. You were born to do this. Your target, General Winkler, should be in the front end of the Zeppelin.
Copy that, Abster.
Okay, I really want to shoot some Nazis now. Hello.
I'm gonna quickly do rapid fire. Oh yeah. Severed spine.
Ich habe mich erst vor 2 Monaten gemeldet.
Ooh. Just dodge that one, didn't you?
Here they come, Jess.
Bring them on, sis.
I feel like I've been trying to like start like 20 sentences and just haven't finished any of them. Oh, I'm kind of tired. I'll probably play. I'll definitely try and complete. Well, no. Because they're weekly challenges, and I think I said I had like 2 days left, I believe. So I don't need to. But I want to at least complete this one. Oh, hi.
Looks like we need a code for these doors.
Let's see if we can find it. These Nazi assholes did not expect the Blazkowicz sisters.
Totally, dude.
Dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, why am I'm still firing it like it's semi-automatic.
Keep slaughtering the Nazis like there's no goddamn tomorrow.
I forgot I unlocked that. Whee! Whee! My brain took a second to register I leveled up. Focused on pressing that button. Excuse you.
Fuck yeah, Jess, you're slaying it.
Also, another thing I like is, and people make fun of this a lot, is like, writers who don't have siblings, when they write about siblings, like, hey bro, hey sis, which is accurate to the point where it's like, or it's accurate when it's like, yeah, we don't exclusively say that. Like, I have a bunch of siblings, but I definitely say bro and sis. Although for the most part I just call them by their names. But I like how they do it, like in this game they say sis, but they also will just refer to each other by the first name. So it feels more genuine instead of them just saying sis all the time. Like, you slaying it, sis. Because it just also makes more sense. It's easier to say, it's quicker to say, in like a hectic situation where you have to focus on what's going on, more than what you're saying or something like that. Like, you'd probably want to say the least amount of words possible. You sort. Oh. Exploded. Oh, party animals! Whoa, Jesus! I feel like I should try and do something to up the fire rate on this gun too. Okay. Oh, my slide would like tackle into him. It did not. Whoops. Okay, then we get 7 more kills to level it up. I think like level up weapons for kills, which I think is really cool. Gives you more incentive to like use different guns, I guess, to like level them all up. Because I'm pretty sure that's also like an achievement. But you know, every weapon has their like ups and downs, you know. Remember, did I put a silencer on this? No, I put a silencer on this.
Hey, Jess. You went hunting with Dad. What did you talk about?
Ain't telling, so why don't you go hunting with him yourself sometime?
I only hunt Nazis, Jess, not animals.
Well, maybe you should hunt both. Oh. For some reason I saw their name and I was like, huh, weird. I didn't know this game was multiplayer. And then I was just like, oh wait, no, that's a bad guy. It definitely shows when you're getting tired, when you're just like, logic just goes out the window. Oh. Oh. There you go. It was a nice airship. No.
Thank you. How you holding up, Jess?
Fine as cream gravy. Why, thank you.
Heads up, girls. Just got intel on the general. He's apparently trying out a new range of Nazi power suits. So be careful. All right?
Sure thing, Abby.
Der Terrorist ist hier!
Ihr habt es also in mein Netz geschafft, die kleinen Vögelchen. Willkommen! Ich bin General Winkler, der Adler aus Berlin. Seid ihr bereit zu sterben?
Alright. Time to
Let's kick this general's ass. He's on top when he hits.
Paris, Girls, steht rein!
look out for their super lasers!
Teufel, seid ihr so stark geworden?
Watch out for the super lasers.
He's dead though, like he has no health. I think I have to kill these guys first.
So ist der Marsch! Und esse eure Herz! Ihr Missgeburten habt das nicht verdient!
Oh, right, you're here. Wow.
Shove his ass into the jet engine zone! Game over.
Either's okay. Oh god, I'm gonna die! Pew! Ah! Stop toying with me! Wait, how many of those do I have now? I got plenty. Ah. Tired. I got 2 days to finish these. I'm gonna do these tomorrow. I can go ahead and like upgrade these though. Cooldown reduce. I feel like this is gonna be important. Or very useful, I mean. I should get this though as well. Alright, just did that. Alright, now I'm gonna go to bed.